right. There we go. I think we are live. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the party started. Um, Everyone, welcome. I am excited to be joined by Olya Black. Olya has an incredible agency. We've had her before on the podcast, on the webinars. She's really awesome, and I don't say that lightly. She is a wealth of knowledge, and I'm actually looking forward to a very interesting discussion. I'm going to hand it over to her to introduce herself, share the topic, and Olya, you can take it from here. I'm really looking forward to this conversation. So thank you so much. Take it from here.
Amazing. Thank you. So, hi everyone. I'm Olya Black. Thanks for joining. I will probably start sharing my screen and call if something is like if I'm sharing the correct one. Does it work? Fine.
Perfect.
Just to make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will start with introduction if someone doesn't know me. I am founder and creative director of Olya Black Studio, also previously known as Wix Pro Studio. I've been renamed and rebranded the agency to go with my own name rather than hiding behind Wix. I've been doing this for 13 years already, and I have a few professional awards and lots of. Sorry, someone is calling me. I grow the price, the rate for my website for my services from $400 when I started 12, 13 years ago to $40,000 right now, and it's not the ceiling. I spent $0 on advertisement in 13 years. We've built over 500 websites and we used 0 templates. And I read it and it actually sounds crazy to me because when I was doing this slide, I was thinking, did I really like even once? I remember because once I tried using template because I liked it, and but I ended up eventually just changing it, like, so there was nothing from template, but I had this attempt. So the whole conversation, the topic, we will talk about this: why I don't use templates, why what risks of using templates I see, what benefits actually, because of course there are benefits as well. Yeah, we will talk about it and I will share my approach. So let's start. So we very brand focused agency. We always start building websites, any project from brand. So if a company doesn't have a proper brand vision, that's where we will get them back to the square one and we start working on their brand strategy first. We never ever jump into website design without this step. So we create websites for brands. And as you probably understand, that the main directive of branding is to differentiate. And that's where the things are not matching together, because you hardly can be different using templates. I'll talk about it in details later. So what is branding is it's basically a story which we want people hear and people know, and the story different for and unique for their markets. And in order to tell this story, we need to create a custom website for our clients. That's why we don't use templates. So this is a little bit about branding. By the way, I don't see any comments. Maybe I should check on it. And yeah, maybe I'll just sometimes will open this section to see if some questions asked. So this one created by me, this quote. I like it because it actually answers this question. So template can't tell a brand story. And actually it shrinks any story to fit a box. When a project starts with picking a template, that's where I believe it's a very wrong start for a project, because we eliminate so many things. We don't even challenge. We don't challenge ourselves. We don't challenge clients. So we are just we find a box, a pre-made box for their business, and we are trying to fit their business into this pre-made box. So there's no way we can actually deliver a unique story using this approach. And as I already told, that branding, it's a storytelling, and how we tell stories matters. Some stories can be boring or captivating, and that's what we try to do in my agency. We want to make sure that the stories we tell, they are captivating. And I don't know if you know this term, but it's quite well-known term now, scrollytelling, which is like combining storytelling with scrolling. So that's how we built our websites, and we believe that it's not just a trend, but it's a necessity. It's a new standard in web design. So because we all know how to deal with scroll, we all just got used to this idea of scrolling websites. But when you scroll and the story is unfolding as you scroll, and it gives this the sense of exploration and discovery for users, it's just nice user experience, first of all, and it's of course something memorable, and where where client or user can appreciate the effort done. Let's move further. I don't want to sound like so very blindly against the idea of using templates, and I do see, and we all probably know these benefits for, and I try to split those benefits for clients and for designers, so like for businesses and for us, for agencies. And if something is missing, I will be happy to actually add more stuff here. So benefits for clients. Of course, it is more economical, so budget friendly, let's say. And especially when you're very new to business, it's kind of essential. And also, it's way faster to go live. It's again like, so like clients, they can simply start doing business online faster. And templates that they are of course better than just do it yourself. And when I'm saying do it yourself, I just, because I saw like millions, I think those websites built with Wix, before Wix Studio, or even with Wix Studio, when business owners, they can ruin template, or they can just go with the creative flow and create the websites. And of course, if you don't have like an eye, if you're not designer, it's a disaster. So it is definitely better to go with a template rather than creating it yourself when you don't know web design, like principles, core principles. Yeah, so if you think there are more benefits for clients here, I'm happy to discuss this. And what are benefits for designers? Obviously, you have just a faster project turnover because it doesn't take that much effort and time. You just you can sell your projects easier because they're budget friendly, which is the next one, and you can get the payment quicker. So you have just more projects, and they keep going, and you're just finishing them faster. It's kind of great model, and I think you can indeed make money on that because obviously there is a market for templates. There are cases where it's appropriate, and there are business models where they live and they are not so bad at all. So and this one, the last one, the source of inspa, that's actually the benefit I use regular because there's so many nice templates recently. You just open Wix Studio, for example, options, and they are cool. They're amazing templates. And you look through them and you find something interesting. And of course, you just like inspired. You basically steal some like layouts, ideas, animation. You can absolutely do that. And I think that's actually the benefit. And I would say that templates have benefit for industry overall because designers creating nice templates and all other designers, they have to be even better than templates. So the industry is moving in a good direction when we have many nice templates out there. Now I just check if we have any. Oh, there's so many. I will go through the questions if you don't mind. I mean, it's okay to use
Yeah,
templates,
go for
especially
it.
for small local. As a beginner, is it okay to use templates, especially for small local business? Yeah, I think I answered this question that I do believe that there is a market for that, and it might be a good start. It wasn't my case. I never used template even when I was a beginner, and we will talk about it a little bit later. But
And Olya, sorry, I just want to see something. So if you go back to that other screen, if I add this to the screen, can you see it? So just go back to that other share screen one. Yeah.
you mean my
Um,
slideshow?
yeah, let's just see. Can you see this on the screen if I show up this text or not?
No, I don't see anything. I just
Okay.
see my slide.
Okay, no, don't
Yeah.
worry. Okay, yeah, so cool.
Okay. So, what kind of questions do you ask your clients to get that story? It's more about branding, and I'm happy to have another webinar where I will talk about branding because it's a big one, and we do ask many questions. We challenge because what clients may think, it might be not the exact thing you go with eventually because they're inside of the bubble, and we always try to actually get them outside of the bubble and look at their business from all different angles. And so we never ask clients like questions like, what do you want? Show us the websites you like, show us templates you like. This is never in our list of the questions. Only if we work with architects, because that's my experience. Architects, it's better to ask them and do what they want because they're also in that kind of industry, and they have their very certain idea of what they want. So yeah, we can talk about it next webinar. What else? Do you have any examples of a site you have built that tells a story? Yeah, I will show it later. How do you establish a price point for custom built sites? Right, we always increase our prices. We have to because we want to keep the number of projects limited because when you work with custom websites, you can't. It's not fast, and you want to invest time and like all the efforts into 1 to maximum 3 projects, and that's what we try. We try to keep this number as 3, not more than 3 projects at the same time. And right now, the price in our agency, if it's something like basic branding, brand vision, visual strategy, we call it, and custom website, it will be $17,000-$20,000 for these complete projects. So, but as I mentioned, we had projects for $40,000. It depends on the complexity of the website. So, but that is kind of our minimum. Let's get back to my beautiful presentation. So we talked about the benefits, and now I want you to look at the risks. So for clients, lack of brand differentiation. So as we know, branding, good branding, strong branding is about standing out, and we just take it from brand strategy. If we go with a template solution, we just take it so like brutally, and it's not the brand story anymore. And of course, if you're using template, you're very limited in how your story flows for user, how you want to present. I have no idea how you can like find a template which will even like closely be something what you want to tell. Why would you like limit yourself as well when if you know the platform, it's kind of in your hand to create something custom and to tell the story, like this particular story. I don't know if you know this word. I think it's German word, doppelgangers. It means when it's not like twins, but it's alike. You know, you see something and you think, oh, I saw this somewhere, and that's the feeling what we can assume. Like that's what templates are about. So, and actually, there is a story about that. I yeah, I looked through Wix templates and I found one very nice template, and I opened it and I was just looking at some elements of that template, how it's made, and it was open in my screen. And the same evening, I was talking to a potential client, and he sent me his website, which he wanted to redo. He said, I've done it myself, blah, blah, blah. And he sent me the link. I opened the link, and like I see what the template I've just looking, and I think that it's something wrong with that because I didn't open the link. I close it, I open the link again, and again I see like I couldn't, like it was just such a coincidence. But this is what I mean, like when and this is actually the next point is about the risk of using trending templates. Like there are so many cool templates, and you look at the templates and you think, wow, it's nice, I want to have it. And how many other people, companies, designers had the same thought, just to mention. So I think if you're going for the template, the rule is pick not super trending. And I don't know if Wix has this like the number of downloads for templates. I guess at some marketplace you can see how many times a template was downloaded. So I would look at this number, because if it's very nice, it's probably will be very trendy, and it's not a good idea to use it, just because you will like blend in the business of your client. And the risks for designers, and this part is interesting, getting interesting. So the designers who like they find using templates as their approach, as their business model, I just don't see like how they challenge themselves, like in terms of creativity. So how you upskill, how you do the like explore all the possibilities of the platform, like what actually designers do. Because like if you're using template, in my uh, uh, opinion, it's just like you modifier, like your template modifier, and it's a very, very junior position, not even junior position. You are not a designer, right? When you're just using template, yes, you know the platform, yes, you can update it, but where's the growth here? Your own growth as a designer. I don't see it here at all, and I think that exactly the reason that I never use template, like it gives me this, because I always explore, I always try to understand how things can be done, and that's how you improve your skills and knowledge of the platform, or the overall knowledge. And another risks here is where you set yourself in, like you position yourself in this market, and you race to the bottom. It means like you will be competing only on your price, like the cheaper the better. So as a business model, yeah, it with a very, very big um, amount of projects, it may bring you lots of money, I guess, and maybe that's something you enjoy more than actually enjoying the process of designing something cool. But that's just, yeah, the race to the bottom. It also lacks the you can't increase your prices much, because you're just doing it's not a custom work, you're just using templates. The next one is your portfolio, which will probably look quite bland if your portfolio consists just different upgraded, updated, modified templates. Not something you can be proud of, and it won't stand you out in the crowd. And the very last one is that if you use templates, you are actually competing with AI, because we are almost there. We're almost like that much far from this concept where AI can create custom, not custom, I mean the website using like the a pattern. And I think we're already there. And do you want to compete with AI, or you want to compete with other designers and have this creative challenge for yourself? That is the main, I think, point in the whole presentation. I think so. Let me go further. Yeah, that's another nice quote. If you want to stand out, why start with something built to blend in? So that is, yeah, that's just kind of a summary of what I've been talking about, because as I told a few times, that brand strategy, if you work with brands, the main idea is to create something what will help them stand out, what will help them to tell exactly their story, and not the other way around. No, wait, I wanted to show this. If you are not following me in Instagram, where I share my custom-made websites, you can do that using this QR code. And now I'm gonna, because someone asked about the examples, and let's think what I can show you. For example, this one would be a good one. So this website is made for the program called Brave Leadership, and the whole concept is about this word. And you see, like the Brave color palette is quite brave and bold as well. And when we start scrolling, because that was the project where they wanted to how you call it? There's a term for that when every word means something. Every letter in a word means something. I don't remember the word. So, and usually it's just so poorly done. But let's have a look how we did it. So that's we are scrolling, and we have some clients. What's this reviews on the go? Then we go again Brave, and that's how we are folding up this what is included what's behind these words, and you see how I created it on the scroll, and then every single letter stand like there's more explanation, and again it just all is happening on the scroll. So that's why we are calling it scrollytelling, right? So you see how it all connected to the scroll. So, and it's another review that was the idea, and that's something else, another review. So that was also because that was the part of brand strategy because they work with very, very big people, with big corporations. That's why we wanted to give their quotes. And this is again like on the scroll. And when we do the scrollytelling, I think the main idea is to give a message per scroll, so it's not overwhelming for users. These are two nice ladies. So it's simple, nothing crazy, but that's how, like, obviously we we wouldn't have this result if we started our project with the question, show me a template you like. It's impossible, right? Now let me show you something else maybe. For example, what I'm working on right now, it's architect. And again, she has like a specific concept she's following, and I will show you. So you see how like she has two different services, and that's how we show that the whole concept is actually splitting on the scroll in two different services, right? Then we have projects, it's quite all obvious, but this is what is the concept of the brand. So we have like three cores: architecture, psychology, and interior design. We have them like coming up, and that's where it's getting interesting. And then you're scrolling, and we have just one message per scroll, so it's not overwhelming for people. That's another example. Maybe I can show you. I think I showed this one on my previous webinar. Here we created this brand, Mom's Meta, and as you can see, the logo is a crown, so it's just two letters M. And here we have the statement. We created also the statement. It's you will see it in a second. So you see how everything is fading out, and we have the statement due to you, and we have the crown on the crown somehow went down. Can fix it. So that's another example of scrollytelling. I think, let me go back to you and check what we have here. I think it was enough examples, right? We can just get back to the questions and answer them. So where did I stop? Price point. Okay, I answered about the price. Doesn't limiting your projects also limit your closing rate for weeks? Sorry, I just didn't understand. What does that question actually mean? What is closing rate for weeks? I think I don't know something about weeks, probably, but I don't understand the question. I work in the customer relations end of my web development company. I'm also in charge of sales strategies. I'm very intrigued in regards to establishing brand aspect. Okay, it's about branding. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about brand, and I do believe that it's a very, very somehow hidden and blind um, point for web designers, because so many web designers, they just come to web design and that's where they start, like. But and I was there too. So when I realized that when I realized when I do it for free, because when I was asking, like, do you need, like, let's do the brand strategy for you, like, and they were just saying, no, let's just do a website. And basically they were asking me to make it for free, because still when you're doing websites and a custom website, you are looking for the colors, you are looking for the typography, for icons. So it's all, you're just creating the brand for free, which is insane. And when we switched to this approach, like branding first, then website, so many things changed, and our clients, the point of the clients changed as well. So now we have mostly clients who actually in rebranding, because they didn't pay much attention when they started, and in a few years, when company grows, they realize that their growth, like what they represent in terms of business, and what their visuals are, very, very, like, different stories. So that's where they understand that they need to get back to square one, establish their brand, and redo the websites. That's I think it's 90% of our clients. It's very rarely new like companies, because there's no much appreciation of this work for new company. You kind of need to be in this business for a while. Um, okay, good advice. Keep an eye so far. Excellent. I'm happy to hear. Our company also looked into pre-made templates and found them too limiting. We just stopped and rebuilt it from scratch. Yeah, that's and I was approached by a Wix team when they opened this Wix template marketplace where you can submit templates, and they asked me to submit my work for templates, but I had to refuse it because it's very against of my approach, my values, and I don't feel it, like, when I know that I spent like hours, days, and to build a website. I can't sell a website for like 300 whatever templates cost. I just can't. It doesn't feel right to me. And also, if I go into this stage, I won't be the Olya Black expensive designers anymore if clients see that they can buy my templates in the marketplace. So you always need to align with your values as well. So we are not there at all. Even though I understand it's like passive income and stuff like that, but in a bigger picture, it could ruin your brand. Okay, bold colors. Awesome idea to split it. First time seeing that. Awesome idea. Okay. I think we're just having duplicated questions. Yeah, Venn diagram is amazing. Thank you. What advice do you have when we get started and lack creativity and inspiration? Yeah, I would, especially in that case, I would still go for custom, because if you just need to put yourself into this challenge. So, and of course, you need to see lots of examples as well. You just need to see what's up in the industry, what we are like, what trends are as well. So that's why I usually start my day with scrolling awards website or like any other platforms where they feature like the best websites created yesterday, today. So you need to be up there, always following the trends, seeing ideas, stealing ideas. It's all like, because like we are stealing kind of not the whole idea. You will use it for your own case, but uh, the websites you can see on those platforms, they're very good source of inspiration. And then you put yourself into there, you figure out how to build it, and that's how you skill up. Okay, how do you plan a website structure from the initial mood board? As a beginner, I often draw inspiration from multiple sites, but struggle to create something unique. Cool. That's a nice question, because I don't have mood boards, to be honest. I try to implement it. So how we start? We usually, of course, we start with a discovery session with the client, and we used to do like, just like, here's our list of the questions, please answer. But now we have meetings. If we're not in the same location, we do meetings online, and it may take like a couple hours to go through everything. Because if you just send them the questions, and you will get the answers like, why you're better than your competitors, because we have cheaper prices or because we have good quality. So you will be just always stuck with this very basic question, which have that they have nothing to do with branding. So branding is about like squeezing the information, finding something, some gold in the answers, and that is possible only when you have a conversational discovery session with a client. You just ask, I don't know, like, what your clients ask you always, what new clients ask mostly, what current like loyal clients, what what are you proud of, what is your biggest achievement, like the questions a little bit wider than the idea of what we need for the website. Because as I told, first we start with a brand, and we need to establish this. We need to understand them. um, what is the story there? And when I say story, it's not like story of like how the company was created. I hope everyone understands that as well. The story means here like, for example, the website I showed for the Mom's Meta, right? And the whole story there is, and the brand statement we came up with, due to you. So the story is that the young moms, or like pregnant women, they need help, and they're serving, and they provide like bulk build services for these women, and it established them as something non-commercial, and just a hub where they can find help for like their mental health. What other examples? So you find something which will like uncover the whole idea behind the company. Sometimes it can be like in the name, sometimes it can be in the brand statement, sometimes it can be a real story, like how like things were created. So yeah, it's very separate big topic about that. We can certainly talk about it another time. So I actually was answering this about website structure. Yes, and then when we understand the brand, and we understand very on a very deep level the business model, what's the like we look at the stigma in the industry overall, what actually people think when they're looking for like this kind of service. What's the main idea? And maybe we can try to break this stigma with these companies. And here is also, I again talk about brand. For some reason, I always just go there. But it's important because some clients, they think that they need to create a website for them right now to represent them what they do right now, but we actually always set them for where they want to be, where they want to be tomorrow. Because what's the point to make a website for you are already there, but you need to have the challenge. And another main benefit when it's all done in that way internally, and we have this feedback quite often when clients, we ask like how things going with your new website, new branding, if they all like the signage is all up and they're rebranded, and they say that it doesn't matter like the site or stuff, like that actually doesn't matter how people inside of company feel after rebranding. That's what matters. So they feel that they belong something cool, they work in a nice company with like clear vision, and they have this cool brand, and it gives like it changed this perspective internally. And this is also very important part for branding. So let's get back to website structure. Website structure, I always ask if they have like idea, because I do need to understand how they think, how they see the structure. But I'm very flexible, and I never charge for like amount of pages. So I charge just for the project. I don't care if they will have 10 pages or 20 pages, because like they pay me for not for like modifying the pages. They pay me for the whole project, where I just take my time. And the content strategy, which is you call it website structure, we call it content strategy. That's the part of our services. We take everything and we understand, okay, this should go on the homepage, this should go these pages, this we will create with databases. So that's on our side. We if we ask again clients, what is your structure, give me your content, give me your like pages, um, I doubt that you can create something great following their like just blindly following their request. Because it's funny, but so many clients, they have no idea actually. They just, because they're not web designers, they don't do it daily. They just have so vague idea of what they actually need on the homepage. And that's why it's always coming from us. I will tell them, okay, here we need to have like sections with your reviews. Here, let's connect to your Instagram. Here, let's connect to your YouTube. So when you are like part of their business, and we become part of their business for this time of rebranding, yeah, you understand. You just, because you do it daily, and you should understand what is the best structure. If like they need SEO, or they don't need SEO, like this kind of things. So, and for some reason, I don't use any mood boards. I do find things I like in Instagram, but it's more like just ideas, just to see what's done. So no, because we don't want to be repetitive, and to see something interesting, maybe from another industry. Like it can be, yeah, I have the process of research, but there's no such a thing as a mood board. Like I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, because it works for many people. I just don't do it for some reasons. So because it all goes from like inside the core of client's business, rather than just visual concept. And mood boards, they're mostly about visual. Okay. What would the initial mood board sketches wireframe look like for the Brave website? Yeah, it's It's nice that you asked it because, first of all, I create things directly in Wix. I don't use Figma or Sketches, or I don't. And again, this is just my I just find it convenient because I know the platform very well, and I just open white, completely white Canva. I remove even the elements what they have, like menu or whatever they have. That I just need it super empty, and then I start when I have this brand book already. So we know the colors, we know the ideas, and those ideas of like how things are moving on. It just comes to me like in a very unexpected, like when I try to sleep or when I drive, you just think, oh, like you can do this, and then you just come and you do that, and it looks cool. So it's pure like creative flow. There's no structure in my case. If a company doesn't have any brand guidelines, do you make them go back to square one and develop one before you start? Absolutely, yes. And that's what I told in the very beginning. We never start building websites without, because like when I told you that the cost of the project with branding and with website is 20,000, we can actually split it because branding will cost half of that. Because when you create the whole vision, it's very easier to to build a website because you have your guidelines, you have the concept, you have your colors, you understand how you treat the image. Do you want me to show you the example of brand book, which goes, for example, for them? Which website I showed? Mom's Meta. I can. Do I share the screen still?
Okay.
I think I do. Yeah. Uh, you will see, for example, when we go to Mom's Meta. How do we do that? Mm. So this is the document they have, right? And logo, the actual logo, is, by the way, they just registered that trademark, so they're not TM anymore. They're R. The logo is so very little part of the whole brand uh, brand strategy. So they have, like, first of all, of course, they have all the responsive logo, we call it, so they can use it for any area of placement, regardless. We find the fonts for them. It's such a big like job. I spent hours to find fonts which I like, which work together, which be like um, appropriate to the brand. We set up the color scheme. Icons in this case, they're very, very simple. This is how we treat imagery. So you saw this bit. So it was already done in this stage on the braiding, because how we treat the imagery, it's usually the part of a visual strategy of the brand. And we add there like business cards, all these things which they can use. And the statement. So when you have this, when you've done this job, of course, it's like, you open your website, even though it's just white Canva, you know where you go. Um, if a company doesn't know, okay, how do you know what's trending on websites? Because I follow trends, because I follow awards, because I follow all these platforms where they actually they're setting the trends. And By the way, like trends are great, but um, the main trend is actually to be on brand. It's good to know what is trendy, of course, it's like necessary to know, but we are not following trends when we create websites for our clients. Like the trend is to be on brand. That's the main trend for us. I will show you what coffee it's the website I also done, and we haven't launched it yet because they're very slow, but they sent me their coffee. So, and it's again another, it's very simple, maybe not so simple. So they they have just three different coffee, and the difference is in the strength. And look how we do it on the scroll. You have like this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third, and you see how the background is going from strong color to a very light one. So because this is the lightest version of this coffee. So yeah, that's
Hmm.
um,
Olya, that's actually so cool. How do you actually do that effect with the image changing color? Is that a PNG and then one SVG? Or what exactly is that?
you
It's
mean this one?
incredible.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of calculation, not lots of what you need to have, just the exact precise same images. So we created this mock up, and they're all the same, like absolutely same. And you set up a container for 100 VH, you stick it to the screen, and you change, yeah. So, and then you set up the scroll animation when one is appearing on the next one. Actually, there's not
Hmm.
even animation. I don't remember that I used. So it just appears on the scroll. I need to see how I did it. I don't remember. But because there are many ways to do that. It's not just like the one certain way. But the idea is to have very, very same size of
Yeah.
one image. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Wanted to thank you. I will show you another one which we are about to uh, launch. I don't know, maybe he already launched it. That was, I actually created the name as well, name and the brand, and no, they didn't launch it. So it's the Slice and Slide. They're doing presentations. They're like, they want to be the coolest presentation school. And yeah, this is the logo. It's like hidden two words there, Slice and Slide. And as you can see, the statement is cutting edge presentation, which is perfectly aligned with the cutting edge logo. And yeah, this is like the, and I didn't have any content for this website, like zero, because they just had their presentations, that's it. So you just think like, you think, okay, I think people need to see example what presentations they do, and you do this like very simple thing. So, people see something what they're looking. Just to read one word can be already, you're connecting to it. So yeah, that's the guy. We have like little hover interactions, and this one was very very difficult to calculate. So because when he told me how they work, like how they create the presentation, it was very similar to how I create websites. So that's why it was easy for me to understand how we can, you see how things appear and disappear on the scroll.
Oh, I think Olya cut out. Let's hope she gets on. I think that presentation website took her internet. Let's see. But yeah, good question, Daisy and Mohit. I see your comments. Let's give it a minute or so for Olya. Otherwise, we'll have to wrap it up, I think. But so far, I hope you guys have found some value. Uh, I indeed have found a lot. Oh, it looks like she's here. Let's see. Let's go see.
What was that?
You just got cut out.
I didn't. I opened and yeah, I saw it was reconnect. Need to reconnect. Sorry about that. I
Yeah,
don't know
no
what
worries.
where I.
No worries. You're back. You're back. Go ahead.
So yeah, I don't know if you saw this
Yeah, we saw it.
slice. Yeah.
It
Okay.
was really
Cool.
cool that like actually I'm actually very curious if you can explain it very simply. How did you do that? But also my main concern is it looks amazing on desktop. How does it look on mobile?
Yeah, I'll show you. It can work on mobile too. Sometimes I know what you mean. We can't replicate it, but mostly you can. It will be just a bit tiny. But if you want to see, do you see my screen still?
Yeah.
So I will just show you how it works on mobile. This is the mobile, and this is how it works on mobile.
Mm,
You see,
yeah.
still works. So yeah, sometimes it's challenging to do that on mobile, but
Hmm.
can be done. Yeah, the
Okay.
Brave one, which I showed in the initially, that was very
Yeah.
difficult. So I created completely different section for mobile because it was impossible to make
Yeah.
it readable.
Can you see this question by Daisy on the screen?
No,
Not. Okay, so
no,
Daisy
I don't see
says,
any.
I think it cut off when you, yeah,
Yeah,
when you
I
left. So
guess
she
so.
says, is the website nearly done before you get client feedback, or do you work with them the whole way through?
Yeah, it's a good question. Because I had different approaches. So, and we first of all we have the approval on the branding stage. Of course, we don't start without this. So when they saw the brand and they liked it, and like they may have some changes, but overall we have the green lights. It means we. Like they will not be so surprised when they see a website because they already saw it in the branding process. So I used to show only homepage, only desktop, just to to touch, like to be safe. But recently, I because usually I don't have any edits, to be honest, and I thought if you give them more things to explore, they are less like they pay less attention this and that, so they see bigger picture. Because if you just show them the homepage, um, they're trying to find something like what it doesn't actually matter for any like for their success. But if you show them, and in the morning I was showing to my client homepage, services pages, and seems like three different pages, and I said, okay, take it, review it, and come back to me so then I can proceed. And I even do mobile. So when they see the more they see, like the less those little annoying edits may appear in my understanding. So I just recently switched to this approach.
Yeah, and do you ever use the like the client feedback feature on Wix Studio where they can comment, or how do you actually get the feedback? Is it over a Zoom call or a Loom or what exactly?
Yeah, it's always Zoom call. It's I don't give them this freedom. It's better to actually present it properly, where you can explain all your decisions. When you can answer straight away, they will just say, "Oh, let's like, can we try this?" And you're saying, "I already tried this and that," and I will explain you why it's like that. So it's just easier, and you have less work if you present it properly on the Zoom.
Hmm. All right, and then Mohit has, I think, a very fitting way to end it. He says, "Thanks for answering the question in such a detailed way and giving an insider look into your work."
You're welcome.
And yeah, so just from my side, I think Olya, fantastic. You said, so I just made some notes. Uh, so very short summary is stand out. I think that goes very good in the title as well. What you do is always tailored to the brand. You are doing branding in any case, so charge for it. And selling templates should also be based on your values. It's not necessarily always how much money you can make or what you can get out of it. And also, trend is to be on brand. So I like that. That
Yeah,
was my
good
short
one.
summary.
Yeah.
So parting words, Olia, where can people find you online?
Yes, it's on my Instagram. That's where I mostly share my work. That you can just do that screen, whatever QR code. It's Wix Pro. I couldn't change my Instagram because it's a pain. So I'm still Wix Pro in Instagram, but otherwise I'm Olya Black, and that's how you can find me.
Right. Everyone, thank you so much for, joining us. Olia, thank you once again for your time, for sharing these nuggets. I will definitely be in touch for a future webinar. I actually had someone message me on DM saying, can we have Olia do a branding discussion in the coming months?
Yeah,
So,
that
yeah,
will be amazing. I love talking about it. Yeah, we'll be happy to share it. Okay,
awesome.
thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.